Welcome to part 2. The next step in creating your Facebook ad is going to be to create ad images. And this will mean uploading an image from your computer that you will have either created yourself or commissioned someone to create. We're not going to go into detail here on how to create images, but do bear in mind that an image is absolutely crucial for getting that initial attention, as well as for getting people to like and share your content. Here's a strange truth that you might not have immediately realized about page post links. When people share or like these, they will very often do so without actually clicking on the link and seeing where it points. So they're essentially promoting something you shared without seeing it themselves. Why? Because they make a quick snap decision on the content and then decide whether they expect to like it and want to share it. After reading, they'll normally want to get on with other things, so looking interesting is just as important as being interesting. You can hire people to create professional graphic design from sites like Upwork, which is Upwork.com. This used to be called Odesk. Or you can hire them from Elance, which is Elance.com, or even from Fiverr, which is Fiverr.com. Alternatively, if you have some vector software like Adobe Illustrator, which you can get from adobe.com/en/products/illustrator.html, then you can try creating your own high-definition images. Learning photography and getting a good camera is also a good way to make your own images. Another option is to find images in Shutterstock, which is shutterstock.com, and if you search their database, you'll be able to get some images to use in creating your ads. Now, these look a little generic sometimes, but they will also be guaranteed to be professional quality and to look like they belong as part of your ad campaign, which is important. Here's the thing though, you must never use an image that you think is just good enough, or you might harm your brand and you'll be wasting time and money on ads that won't perform for you. Make sure that you're highly confident in the image that's with your ad and that you think it can help you get more clicks, more likes and more shares. And you add your images in here. You can have either a single image or a video, or you can have multiple images, and let's just scroll down a bit. You can select the images, upload them from your computer, or you can select a video and upload it from your computer. Okay, let's just scroll down a bit more, because now comes the difficult part, adding the ad copy. And this is what's going to be used to really sell your product, your service, your brand or page, and it will be your best chance to tell people why they should care about what you're offering. When you create your ad copy, you're going to be working with just a few fields, and those fields are the headline, which you're going to put in here, the text, which you're going to enter into here, and the news feed, which you're going to have here. Now let's give you a bit more information on each of these. Headlines are 25 characters long, and they are essentially the titles of your ad. And the main objective here is going to be to get people's attention, and from there you want to get them to read further. And this should be a little bombastic, but it should also explain in brief what your ad is selling. Then you've got ad text. And the ad text is 90 characters long. This is the body of the ad, and it's going to explain a little bit about what you're selling and why people should click to read more, why they should like the page or do whatever else. You want to say something like, yes, we're really selling these beautiful shirts for just $9.99, but hurry and buy while stocks last. You can also add a call to action button, which you can see down here, and you can choose the type of button. You can have shop now, book now, learn more, sign up, download and watch more. And these have been shown to increase conversion rates, so if there's one appropriate for your campaign, then you should use it. Then let's come up a bit again. Then you've got the desktop news feed and the news feed description. And if you're paying for a news link ad, then you can add a little more text, or another 90 characters to be precise. And this is the part where you talk to your audience and say something like, check out our great offer for fans only, like our page for more. Or alternatively, you might use this section just to say a little bit about your brand. Because this section is only available in the newsfeed ads, and you get a lot more space for your image, these are generally the best choice for the majority of campaigns. As far as how you write your ads, you have to bear in mind that you only have a limited number of words to work with, and that your audience will have only a limited amount of attention. They didn't come here to be marketed to. As such, you need to make sure that you keep your text short and sweet. You need to get to the point quickly, and you need to try and choose your words efficiently so that you can say as much as possible with as few words as you can. While you only have a few words, you still need to follow the advice that you normally get for promotional copywriting. We've already mentioned ADA, and this is certainly an important tool. You should always start with awareness, because you need to make sure your audience knows what it is that you do. Being obtuse never helps anyone. Interest comes next, then desire, and then your call to action. In this case, we can break this down into each of the categories. The headline is awareness. The ad text is interest. The post text is desire. And the call to action button is action. Now, this isn't a strict rule, but it can be useful as a basic structure. The tough bit is getting your readers to be interested in your product and then to desire it in just 90 to 180 words. Now, to do this, you should again think as you would in any copywriting and focus on what is known as the value proposition. The value proposition simply asks the question, where is the value in this product or service? Or to put it another way, how will the buyer's life be better as a result of buying or using this product? When doing this, you also need to ensure that you're focusing on the emotional element and creating a real image in the mind of the reader. So if you were promoting a binary options broker, what would be your value proposition? The simple answer is that your users would gain value because they would be richer as a result of using the service. Thus, you might try to paint an image of them living the kind of lifestyle that they dream about. You can do that with an image of a luxury yacht, or you can do that with a piece of text saying, your friends will be jealous of your seafront mansion. Now you have desire. Another trick is to try adding in some kind of time pressure or another element that will convince them to buy more quickly. Insinuating that you have limited stock or that your offer is about to run out will encourage people to act on impulse and click the buy button. This is important because actually the vast majority of things we buy that we don't absolutely need are bought on impulse. They're purchased as a result of emotions we felt at the time, and if we're given time to go away and think about it, we'll often come to the conclusion that we don't need it. So get them to act fast by saying your product is available for a limited time only. And remember too what we said earlier about sometimes not wanting everyone to click. If you're trying to make direct conversions, then think as well about how you can filter out people who might not really be interested in buying. And a couple of other things to show you before we wrap up this video here. If you click on the Show Advanced options, you can have a newsfeed link description, which is up to 200 characters, and in that you describe why people should visit your website. You can also have the conversion tracking pixel. This is the one we set up earlier, but if you have more than one, you can select from the window here. And then once all that's done, what you'll want to do is click here to review the order, and you'll get to see what your ads are going to look like. And then when you're happy, you click here to place the order, and that will take you through to the payment page where you can enter your payment details, your credit card details, and so on. and then your ads should start running according to the schedule that you've already set. Now of course, once your ads start running, you're going to need to constantly refine and tweak them and make sure that they're performing well. And I'll cover all that in the next video.